And New York news back in the early hours next Friday morning. This is ITV Nighttime. It's 16 minutes to 4. Lucy's waiting on the Cybernet.
Cybernet with me, Lucy Longhurst. Prepare to be stunned by a skateboard, hit by a boxing legend, struck by an ice puck, and dazzled by a magical world exclusive. It's Cybernet. Futuristic racing thrills don't come much prettier than this. Trick Style is one of the best examples of just how good some Dreamcast games can look. Trick Style combines elements of skateboarding and snowboarding to create hoverboard racing. To begin with, you have to select your hoverboard and one of 9 characters to control. You can have either a racer, a trick puller, or a bully who'll try and fight his way out to the front. When you're ready, you can move to the practice area to earn more trick skills or enter a race in either Japan, America, or England. The emphasis in this game is placed firmly on pulling tricks and stunts. In fact, learning to master your acrobatic skills will help you win events and find faster routes around a circuit. But not all the races will involve cruising through the city streets as fast as you can. Surfers also compete in time trials and stunt sessions. Although Trick Style is not quite ready for review, so far it looks fantastic. The race circuits are colourful and beautifully detailed, and having a choice of several routes will help make each event interesting as well as competitive. The characters are superbly animated, and this makes completing a complex stunt a rewarding experience. A lot does depend on Trick Style's handling, which at the moment is quite good and responsive. Overall, the combination of some amazing visuals and original gameplay could make this game one of the Dreamcast's most memorable titles. We'll have to wait and see. Remember when Cybernet treated the stars of Dungeon Keeper 2 to a day off work? They obviously enjoyed the rest, so why not help make their life even easier with these great cheats? Usually the mistress and her colleagues can only improve their skill by practicing on training dummies or other unfortunate targets. There is an easier way though. During gameplay, press and hold Ctrl, Alt and C and then type FEELTHEPOWE and R. Now all your creatures will have maximum skill levels, meaning there'll be no excuse to lose any battles. If you're running low on funds, why not give your treasury a boost? Again, press and hold Ctrl, Alt and C and type SHOWMETHEMONE and Y. You'll now find a lot more gold is available to you, meaning that Horny can afford to take the mistress for another shopping trip. The lucky devil. To strap on your knee pads and squeeze into some cycling shorts now as we look at No Fear downhill biking on the PlayStation. Given that there are faster vehicles to base a racing game around, the humble bicycle may seem an unlikely choice. But don't let the absence of an engine fool you. With the starting lines perched on top of precariously steep slopes, you'll soon find yourself hurtling towards the checkered flag with more than enough speed. As well as relying on gravity, you will of course be able to use a little leg muscle. Just keep an eye on your energy bar. The more you pedal, the more your racer will tire. This feature adds a nice bit of strategy to the races. You can pedal furiously down the slopes in order to race past your opponent, or you can save your energy in case you crash to a halt and need to quickly build up speed. There's There's a welcome two-player option, but it's very hard to see where you're going because of the small windows. Despite this, No Fear Downhill Biking is a surprisingly enjoyable title, and racing fans looking for something with a few fresh ideas should find this a playable addition to their collection. Despite its cool image, a decent skateboarding game has yet to appear on the PlayStation. That's all set to change, though, with the release of Tony Hawk's Skateboarding. A host of expert skateboarders will be available for you to control, including Mr. Hawk himself. Once you've selected the board you want, it's your job to guide your character through varied courses, such as abandoned warehouses, school playgrounds, and even a shopping mall. Each area gives you the chance to earn up to 5 videotapes. These can be gained by performing enough high-scoring tricks or by collecting special items hidden around the course. The more tapes you win, the more areas will open up for you. The most impressive thing about this game is how massive the playing areas are. You can easily get lost as you speed around the courses looking for opportunities to show off your skills. There are also several two-player options, ranging from simple battles for points to an unusual tag mode. Tony Hawk's Skateboarding is very hard to stop playing. The temptation to try to beat your last score is often too much to resist. Add to this the incentive to unlock all the courses, and you have a game of which you'll never get bored. Time for puzzle solving now as we take a look at 10 of the best adventure games ever. On his own, in a strange alien world, Cutter Slade is out scanning the terrain in Outcast at 10. Investigating the bizarre goings-on in Ankh-Morpork with a bit of wit and style, Luton's in 9th with Discworld Noir. At 8, it may look dated, but it's one of the greatest adventure games ever created. Check out Broken Sword 2. Whilst in 7th, the eerie camera work and dark shadows of Silent Hill are still sending shivers down the spines of players everywhere. Can you ever forget the day you stepped inside this house? At 6, it's the modern-day classic Resident Evil. Inspired by Ridley Scott's cult masterpiece, Blade Runner takes us into the future at number 5. The PlayStation's favourite adventurer, Lara Croft, climbs up to 4th in the hugely influential Tomb Raider. In 3rd, a game with visual flair, hilarious cartoon characters, and an intelligent storyline, it's all here in Grim Fandango. Featuring one of the funniest scripts ever to make it into a video game, The Curse of Monkey Island is at 2. But already reaching mythical status, The Legend of Zelda is our number 1 adventure game of all time. Something unusual now. The Stone is an original new puzzle game that's about to take over the internet. You may be surprised by what you find when you open its mysterious pyramid packaging. Instead of a CD-ROM, it contains only a small black stone engraved with strange runes, and you'll need to enter these runes into the website in order to gain access to the game. Once inside, you'll find a matrix of cryptic puzzles for you to solve, most of which are based around mysteries and conspiracies. We caught up with the game's designer to find out more.
All of the puzzles and riddles within the actual matrix in the game are based on reality. That is to say, they're not fictional in any sense. You're having to go off onto the web or whatever resources are at your fingertips to find out real information about real things to be able to solve this puzzle. Though we don't like to brand it as educational, without a doubt it is.
One original aspect of the game is the idea that each player has their own unique stone mate.
Well, my favorite part of the game, and what I think is most intriguing, is the stone mate aspect. For every stone created, there's only one exact match, and to find that person, you have to go to the website and you type in your 6 symbols, and it will tell you who that person is, wherever they are on the planet, because they could be anywhere. And that fact alone, I think, is so intriguing, and maybe it's the romantic part in me, I don't know, but I think it's just so neat.
Romantically inclined gamers will be pleased to know that the Stone hosts a number of forums where players can discuss the puzzles in the games or just talk about life in general.
Communities really, for me, are definitely a founding principle of what the Stone is all about. We at the Stone have built our concept and our website on the basis of being able to provide a community of people from around the world that are linked up with this one physical object.
Although some may find the puzzles too challenging or abstract, the Stone is a fantastic idea that's very rewarding to play and could make you a new friend. Mario and his friends have left the twisting turns of the racetrack behind for a brand new challenge out on the airways. Mario Golf on the N64 lets you play a round of golf like you've never done before. Taking on just about any of the crazy characters from Mario's other games, players must have the reflexes of a mongoose to work their way up the rankings to become king of the course. Players start out with a few familiar faces to take control of, and there's space for a whole lot more to join the gang as you complete the courses. There are lots of different challenges too, like playing through rings and speed golf, which is against the clock. Options to change the camera angles take you right up to the action and sweep over the course to show you exactly where your balls are going. One of the best features is mini golf, a scaled-down version of the game played on a walled obstacle course. It looks easy, but don't play too hard or you'll find yourself in all sorts of trouble. There, baby Mario. Mario Golf is excellent fun for all ages. With simple controls that allow you to look at each hole and see which way round the ground slopes, it's easy to play and brilliantly presented. Just remember to keep your head over the ball, don't slice, and watch out for those dastardly water traps, and then you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Wario? Okay, time for our competition now, so grab a pen. This week we're giving away an awesome Games PC and a copy of Prince of Persia 3D to play on it. So prepare to battle your way through this regal riddler and reign supreme with this majestic prize. It's full of gaming promise. To win this prize, call our number and answer this question. How do you control a skateboard? Is it A, with your feet, B, with your head, or C, with your ears? If you think you know, call 0660 113333. Please dial carefully and don't forget to ask permission from the person who pays the telephone bill first. We'll put up the question and number again at the end of today's show, so get dialing and good luck. Coming up, we climb into a ring, check out the computers of the future, and get blown away by a world exclusive.
Call Chatterbox now on 0906 2020 200. That's 0906 2020 200. Call Chatterbox now.
At B&Q, we buy big. You get this Crown Emulsion for the lowest price around. Only $10.98 for 9 litres. You can do it when you B&Q it.
But Daddy, why do you have to call it Stag?
Stag!
You've heard the name, now see the taste.
3 o'clock, it's at 3 o'clock. 9 o'clock, look at 9. Spitfire on your tail and see.
Relive the greatest exploits of war aviation, minute by minute, with Aircraft of the Aces, Men, Legends and Models, a collection of books and metal miniatures. Get the first book together with a model of a Spitfire and a technical card for only $1.95.
At B&Q, we buy big. You get this tough garden shed for the lowest price around, only £99. You can do it when you B&Q it.
Welcome back to part 2 of Cybernet. Although Squaresoft are best known for the amazing Final Fantasy series, the first role-playing game to really give them worldwide success was Chrono Trigger. With 2.5 million copies sold on the SNES, it instantly became a classic with its in-depth storyline and amazing graphics. Now, after a 4-year wait, the sequel, Chrono Cross, is nearing completion. And for those lucky enough to go to the Tokyo Game Show, visitors were able to play the actual game, study some of the detailed artwork, or even dress up in scary goggles to look at some of the breathtaking animations. And as you can see from this exclusive footage, those FMV sequences really are impressive. Created by the same team behind the amazing visuals in Final Fantasy VII and VIII, they set the scene perfectly as the storyline, which spans many thousands of years, slowly develops. This epic tale centres around a boy called Serge, who unexpectedly gets thrown into an alternate reality. Whilst there, he teams up with a mysterious girl named Kid, and together they embark on a quest to gain control of a legendary treasure known as the Frozen Flame. Together with its new characters, locations and creatures, the game will also feature a new combat system. Unlike Final Fantasy, where you have to wait for a time bar to fill up, Chrono Cross will allow you to control any character at any time during an attack. With enough improvements and advances to challenge even the most detailed role-playing title, Chrono Cross looks like another classic in the making.
Hi everybody, we're the Owie Wowies, the first aid family.
Would you know how to help someone who is suffering from a heart attack? Could you perform mouth-to-mouth resuscitation? Or would you be able to come to the aid of someone who is having an epileptic fit? Whoops! If not, then you need first aid lessons, and where better to get them than from your PC with the help of the First Aid family. Howie, Zowie and Bowie Owie will teach you how to deal with burns and scalds, alcohol poisoning and many more unfortunate accidents. After an accident has occurred, you're presented with a list of options and you have to choose the correct one. For example, Howie Bowie is choking on his pizza. So do you give him some more pizza or do you slap him on the back? You slap him on the back, of course. Then some hard chest thrusts if the blockage is still there, then some more back slaps. And finally, as a last resort, some abdominal thrusts. Most accidents happen in the home. For example, it's Christmas and Betty is about to turn on the lights. But is that cable safe? Obviously not. It's now your job to decide what to do. Will you tell Betty to throw the cable away? No, you should stand on a pile of books and knock the cable away with a broom. Let's have fun now at the school disco. Oh dear, Billy's had too much food and drink and threatens to spoil the party for everyone. What should we do with him? Oops, too late. Boxing games tend to be boring, bland and impossible to control, but thankfully times are changing. With Ready to Rumble boxing setting new standards both in terms of gameplay and sheer fun, other boxing titles have had to quickly catch up. And now trying to get it right comes Knockout Kings 2000, the latest sequel from the long-running series. Whilst incomplete, the game already boasts a huge selection of fighters, over 50 of them. From Sugar Ray Leonard to the mighty Joe Frazier, no matter what weight division interests you, you'll find a host of boxers to choose from. There'll also be a new quick start option allowing you to get straight into the ring for a single bout. Or if you take your boxing a bit more seriously, you could always enter the Great Fights mode, where you'll battle in one of the great boxing matches of this century. If you enjoy a more sustained challenge, you could always opt to create your very own fighter. With just your talents and your hair behind you, you'll have to defeat a multitude of opponents in order to win the championship. With improved graphics and gameplay that promises to be more playable than ever, Knockout Kings 2000 could yet become the new genre champion. If you prefer striking pucks to people, you may want to try NHL 2000 on the PlayStation. The latest title in the long-running series, it once again challenges NHL Face-Off as the Ice Hockey King. Whilst major improvements were hard to find, one noticeable difference was the speed. Playing slightly faster than before, your players will now respond much more quickly to your commands. Of course, your opponents also play at a greater speed, making for some intense and occasionally confusing matches. But once you get used to the extra pace, the gameplay soon becomes rather easy. Although this makes the game less challenging, it does make the individual matches more enjoyable. Together with a quick 2-button mode, which allows you to play using, guess what, only 2 buttons, it certainly feels far more arcade-like than any other NHL game. Not an ice hockey revolution, if you're after fun gameplay rather than strict simulation, NHL 2000 is definitely worth a look.
Well!
The latest in the successful Wipeout series sees you racing around futuristic tracks faster than ever before. The music is funky and the scenery spectacular, but being professional gamers, you may still want more. So if this fails to excite you, grab a pen, because we've got a cheat to liven up this racing game. Enter Avinet as a default name. That's A-V-I-N-I and T. Now you'll have access to all of the vehicles. So if you can take your eyes off the road long enough to have a look, you'll see your shiny new ships, such as this spectacular purple racer. There's still no substitute for practice, however, so get out there and get racing. Whether it's in the home or at the office, it seems that more and more people are using personal computers in their everyday lives. With the latest technology becoming readily accessible, we decided to look at how manufacturers are taking PCs into the new millennium. Apple have just announced the launch of their new G4 supercomputer, which they claim is the fastest PC in the world. It'll handle art applications and design software unlike anything we've seen before.
One of our design goals for this machine was to make it the ultimate Photoshop machine. Right? We all use Photoshop day in and day out, and Photoshop can be incredibly demanding. So we wanted to build the fastest ultimate Photoshop machine in the world.
Officially classed as a supercomputer, speed is the major reason behind the creation of the G4. Apple recently tested its ability against another model, claiming to be the fastest available home computer.
The Power Mac G4, executing these very common Photoshop tasks, is 2x, literally twice as fast as the fastest Pentium 3 money can buy, running at 600 megahertz.
Aside from handling Photoshop, the G4 also had no problems in rendering this real-time data from the Pathfinder spacecraft that was sent to observe Mars. Another interesting part of Apple's product lineup was the iBook. This laptop will have a 6-hour battery life and be ready to connect straight to the internet. It also has a slim, curvy shape and comes in 2 lovely colours. However, if the style or the design of your PC is what's getting you down, then Intel have come up with some strange new ones. The Ottoman footstool is just one model of a series they're calling concept PCs. This involves a range of computers in eccentric shapes and colours designed to fit into the modern home. Intel have claimed that they want to get rid of the big beige box appearance that most PCs tend to have and present home computing as something more fun and fashionable. They want to create a line of computers that are easy to use, set up and maintain, but also offer the public a model with its own character and unique styling. PCs are now more popular than ever. Whether we use them for business or pleasure, we not only need the latest speed and technology, but also the best looks. That's all from Cybernet this time. I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back again very soon to fuel your senses with more wonders from the electronics and games world. Until then, why not try our competition to win a PC? We'll leave you now with one more chance to dance with the unbelievable Jamalami. Keep watching Cybernet.
That was pretty good.